Okay, this is our starter kit for a T1000 and LED pixels. These are waterproof pixels, perfect for Halloween, Christmas, 4th of July. These are really suited for putting on your house for long runs because they're very robust, they're waterproof, and they're a 4-wire device. 4 wires are typically better than 3-wire if you make a long run of them. This is a complete kit. It's a starter kit. But it's really made for somebody who's just getting into it because it's complete. It has the LEDs, it has a small power supply, it has the controller, and it has a, we already load a file onto the SD card, so you can literally just hook this up, press a button, and see how it works. And so I'm going to kind of show you that real quickly. So there's software, and the software is called LED Edit 2014. You put your SD card in the adapter and plug that into your computer, so you have the ability to actually write to this card. You don't need to at first though, because we preload a file on it. Okay. So what you want to do is you're going to want to, with the device off, put it in the T1000. Okay. So to hook this thing up, you're going to want to run power to the red, ground to the yellow, the blue is clock, and the green is DAT. Okay, so this is how it's hooked up, and you'll see going to the clock, DAT, and ground. So what I did is I ran I have a 5-volt power supply here with a 5.5 millimeter plug right there. We include a nice little plug to actually plug into your power supply so you can remove it. You need to solder this all up. So essentially, you'd have the 5-volt plug here attached to your wall wart. Ground comes in, voltage comes into the T1000. You jumper ground over to the T1000, and you also 5 volts go into the T1000 and then jumper into the power into the LED pixels. So we're powering from the connector 5 volts to the T1000 and 5 volts to the pixels. Okay, so it's pretty simple hookup. You can actually stop the video and actually see how I did this, but it's pretty straightforward. Then you have clock and ground. Again, clock is the blue wire, and green is the DAT wire, the data wire. Okay, so these pixels, this chipset is SM16716. This is the output, which is a female connector. The input is a male connector, and we've already, on some of these, they're already connected with a JST. We include a single JST pair, so you can actually adapt these. We highly recommend soldering these, and even using some shrink wrap, which you can see I've used a little shrink wrap here. We sell the shrink wrap. It's very inexpensive. $2 you get like a 1-foot piece. For $5 you get like a 10-foot of it. It's very, very inexpensive. So, okay, so it's hooked up. It's plugged in. With the T1000 off, I've plugged in the SD card, which we include. The SD card does have a pre-configured file that we made with LED Edit 2014. Again, the link is on the auction. So when you plug it in, it all lights up. And usually what you have to do is hit the mode button. And it loads and runs. So this is the pre-configured file that we put in most kits. Yours might vary a little bit, but essentially what we do is we do this with the test to make sure everything works. And essentially you can then turn it down as well. You can make the speed go slower. So this kit is made for somebody who just wants to get into it, wants to minimize their costs, because this is completely upgradable. You can add literally 1,000 of these LEDs All you'll need is the LEDs and a bigger power supply, and we sell those, and we can offer phone support on large projects. Thank you.